everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. So today is actually the introduction of something new that I have been wanting to do on my channel. This is basically a vlog, and I've been wanting to do more like lifestyle type things, not totally lifestyle, just kind of sprinkled in and on my channel for a little bit. And of course, I've gotten major inspo from a lot of people who are already doing vlogs kind of like in this community, mostly like on YouTube. I watch a lot of those and I really enjoy watching them, so I've been kind of, like I said, just wanting to do this for a while. Major inspo mostly from Lindsay Scribbles, Megan Rhiannon, Untitled Paintings, I think that's her YouTube name, and Catherine Karras. I don't know if that's how you say her last name, but those are the few that I can, or the four that I can think of at the top of my head right now. But I know a lot of people do these types of vlogs, and like I said, I really enjoy watching them. So yeah, I thought I would give it a try. I am naming this Magic Moments, which for a couple different reasons, this name kind of like tied in together for me, and I've been thinking about the name for a little while. I wasn't sure what to name it. I could have just did like vlog and that would have been totally fine, but I did want to name it I did kind of want to name this new series something. So this is kind of like the introduction for this new series, by the way. So let me first kind of like explain the name, I guess. So Magic Moments, my YouTube name and my Instagram name is Magic Meets Paper, and I think I will put up my very first caption from my very first post on Instagram, because I did kind of explain the name a little bit on there. For my first post, I kind of explained a little. I read it a couple days ago, so it's not like totally fresh in my mind, but basically I think I said something along the lines of me wanting to create like a magical space for myself for like my love of stationery and like planning and all of that stuff. Hence the name, like Magic Meets Paper. I don't know if that even makes sense, or if anyone like for the first time sees my name and is confused, but basically, yeah, I just wanted to kind of create this like magic little corner of the internet for myself where I could just basically connect with other people who also like loved the same things. So when I was thinking about the name for this, like these like vlogs, where basically it's just like snippets of like everyday, like my everyday life or whatever, but mostly it is still going to be like tied into planning. That will be like the main focus, but I did want to include some other things because they are vlogs. So when I was thinking about the name though, I kind of liked that Magic Moments kind of tied in with my Instagram and like YouTube name. They're the same name, so I liked having magic in there. And then also Magic Moments to me, I kind of liked because I thought about like the whole idea of like romanticizing your life, and even like some of the mundane moments or whatever, like romanticizing it regardless. And I liked the idea of it, and I thought that Magic Moments kind of described that to me, like even just little moments, just there, like as magical as you make them, or you know, it just kind of embodied the like romanticize yourself or your life meaning for me, at least in my head. It kind of embodies it. So yeah, and that is kind of, I think, mostly it just, I like that it tied in with the meaning behind like my name and tied that part in, and then I also just like that it kind of embodied the romanticize yourself mantra a little, at least like I said, to me. But this is kind of a test run, so we will see how it goes. This is obviously my very first one, and I would like to keep it going, but we will see. And this week it actually might be the video might be kind of short because this week I'm really not doing a lot. I'm not like currently in school right now because we're on break. So I'm just kind of, I do have stuff going on, but I don't always like want to film all of it, and I'm still not totally comfortable filming like in public. So this video might be on the shorter side, and like I said, this is mostly like a test run too. I want to see how I can like edit it together and just to see if I even enjoy like making content like this. So I hope you guys enjoy, but basically this is like the talking portion of this video, very similar to, well, like kind of like the YouTubers that I've already mentioned, but especially Megan Rhiannon and Untitled Paintings. So part of this talking portion is to introduce the new style of video, which I just did, and then I also wanted to do some like a little bit of planner chat just to kind of show you guys how it's going in my 2024 planner and also what I've added since my initial flip. So I think I will just go ahead and talk about that now. So this is my planner. If you watch my 2024, I don't remember the name of the video, but it's like my 2024 setup. But then this will look very familiar to you. It is my standard TN from baum-kuchen, and I have in here my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. That is what I'm using right now, and so far it's been fine. I really like having this extra deco in here, and it makes me want to like open up my planner a little bit more, having all this extra deco and seeing it. But mainly I don't touch this stuff a lot. Like I like flipping through it, but there's not really anything for me to actually do with this stuff besides flip through it. So I am mostly in like my planner. And let me see here. So I will show you guys. Well, firstly, I guess I will show you, this was last week, my first full week in my 2024 Hobonichi Weeks. And then this is the current week. And then in my back pages, I've done a little bit of common placing so far, and then I've done a little bit of common placing, which I actually did a reel on last night and posted it for this little commonplace section. And that's really it. I don't have a lot to show. I did want to show a couple of things that I added that I'm incorporating now. So let's see, for this one, I haven't I want to put like the stamps like I've been doing for like this stuff. I want to label it with my stamps. I just haven't done it yet because I like stamping, but I find it to be a little bit like of a pain in the butt because I always clean the stamps right after, and it's kind of like just like annoying, like time consuming, I guess. So I kind of put off stamping. But I really want to label it as kind of like collection of trackers or tracker collection or something like trackers collection or something like that, because what I decided to do with this page was right here I've labeled it stationary no buy tracker, and that's what this month is, and it could be for the next month and even the next month or whatever, but basically I want to make each one a tracker, and it's whatever I want to track that month. It could tie into my goals, maybe it's just for fun or whatever. It can be anything really, but I want to give myself the freedom to change it every month if I want to. And if it ends up all being my no buy tracker, then that's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter, but I wanted to give myself the freedom. So I will just label what each month is on the side here. And then, yeah, so this month I'm doing my no buy tracker. I need to update it actually. And then whatever else I want to do, and I wanted to label it, like I said, like collection of trackers or something like that, because this will be a collection of trackers essentially. So that's what I kind of have for that. And then none of this stuff has changed. What else have I added? My notes pages, nothing has really, I mean, I've added stuff. There's like actual like written things in here. I think when I showed this last time, it was mostly blank, but I've just added stuff in. And then I think the last thing that I really have done is, I added the sticky note for like recommendations, because sometimes I get show recommendations or podcast recommendations or whatever, and then I will promptly forget what was recommended to me. So I decided to leave this little sticky note here so I could write them down, and then if I watch them or listen to them or whatever, then I can add it into my entertainment log. So I did watch one show. It wasn't necessarily like recommended to me, but I saw it online and I took a screenshot of it, and then I just from my camera roll, I was like, oh wait, I forgot I wanted to watch this show, so I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, and then I watched it, so I crossed it out. But I thought it was pretty good. Fool Me Once on Netflix, if you're a TV watcher. I know some people don't really like TV. And then I did add this. So this is my monthly highlights, and then I added a stamp for each, because there was 12 boxes, so I added a stamp for each month. So I have January through December. And I did something very similar in my, my 2022 weeks, where at the back of my notes pages, I had a page for each month. And basically I would put, the top of the page was my monthly favorites, and then the bottom was and it was a blank page. It didn't look like this, but it was my monthly favorites, and then my like monthly highlights, where basically it was like highlights and memories and wins and stuff like that. So I would write those down for each month, so I'd have one page per month, and I liked doing that. My last year's planner for 2023, I don't think I really incorporated like memories and stuff into my weeks, which I still do, but I did like having like an all-in-one place too. So I'm gonna continue to do the memories in here. But I thought this would be just fun, because I was thinking of what I could use this page for. And I know I could like Google Translate the questions probably and use this like properly. But I just thought this would be like a more fun idea, I guess. Just kind of have like an all-in-one place to put like the bigger highlights of the month. And then I thought about maybe putting like my Instagram and YouTube like stats, which is what I also ended up adding in to that, to what I was doing in my 2022 weeks too. And I liked, it was just like fun to look back on. So I thought that would be fun to do that here. And then I think that was really it. I don't think and then I've just like used a bunch of my sticky notes, which I know probably doesn't look like it, but I have. I've used a bunch of them. And yeah, that's really it. I don't think I showed this last time because I just forgot, but I put one of those like Leuchtturm pen loops on the back of this. I don't know what these are properly called, but I'm gonna call it like a writing board. So I put that on the back of here so that when I'm out and about and I want to just like take this, I could put my pen in here. And I think that's it. I kind of wanted to make this like a longer part of the video, since I think the other parts will be kind of quick, but I don't really have a lot else to show you guys. Let me know down below if you are interested in these like vlog type videos, or if you're not interested and you'd rather me just like stick to strictly planner stuff. Like I said, these videos, I do want them to have a huge like planning focus. They're not meant to just be just straight vlogs where it's just like about my life, because that's not the way I don't really want to gravitate too far from like what I want this channel to be about, which is mostly like my stationery stuff and my planning stuff. So I just want to basically add in little snippets, or like the title suggests, like moments of my life throughout the week, but mostly I want to have like a planning focus somewhere in the video where I'll be chatting with you guys. Like I said, similarly to Megan Rhiannon and like Untitled Paintings. If you don't watch either of their stuff, I highly recommend both of their channels. So yeah, because I won't have like a proper outro at the end of this video. Like this is it. So that's why I'm saying all this stuff now, because even though the video will go on, I won't do like an actual outro. So yeah, like I said, just let me know down below if you guys are even interested in this at all. And I hope you are all having a really great week. And I guess I will talk to you guys later. Sorry, I wanted to close that on camera. I should have timed that a little bit better. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.